BWF Wrestling Nation, thank you so much for joining us this week. We have an exclusive interview with ECW Original Impact player Jason Knight. And now, not only was Jason our guest at Wrestlecon this year, but he was inducted into the Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame at our booth. And it was such a huge honor for us to be part of history. And I hope you guys enjoy the interview as much as we did. Thank you. Here we are with ECW Original Impact player Jason Knight. Jason, thank you for spending the weekend at our booth. It was an honor having you here.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I had a great time. A lot of people I haven't seen in a long time. So it's always a pleasure.
What did you think of the fans this weekend?
Oh, they're awesome. Always. Always. I mean, it keeps us going, and, thank you.
Now, you've wrestled everybody between Ric Flair, what would you say for people out there who do not know who Jason Knight is? What is the match that you would sit down someone and watch with them?
Oh, gosh, probably the good old school stuff, and, I'm not sure with anything with me in it, but, I watch a lot of Florida Championship Wrestling, back in the day with Gordon Soley, and it was magical, and it was very, it was in your face, and it was realistic, So that's pretty much the type of wrestling that I enjoy still to this day. I haven't really watched anything new on TV in about 25 years, because it's a little bit different now, And God bless all the young, up and coming younger generation, But it's just a whole different thing.
Hey, our mantra is we don't watch the product, so it is what it is. I want to move on. It is what it is. How did you get your mullet to be so goddamn good back in the day?
What the hell do they call that? Stiff stuff. Back in the day, back in the 80s and the 90s. Ruins your hair, but it's good for a minute.
And how did you come up with the sexiest man in the world gimmick?
No, I didn't. That was Paul Heyman.
That was Heyman.
Yeah, and he wanted to do something like that. Gave me direction, and then I kind of I took it. Actually, I ripped off. Remember the old movie American Gigolo?
Yeah.
I kind of started emulating that. So.
Oh, okay.
I kind of that type of a guy. The total opposite of really who I am.
And did you get like the big puffy ass suits on purpose so it pissed people off even more?
More than likely, yeah. Plus I had pretty good shoulders for it too.
yeah, right. What do you think about Paul Heyman being inducted to the WWE Hall of Fame this weekend?
I'm very happy for him. I mean, if anybody deserves it, he sure does. I mean, look, his again, like I said before, grind it and grind it until you achieve it. That's exactly what he did. He knew that he was made for the business, and he wouldn't stop until he succeeded. And very, very driven, hard-headed man. And an extremely hard working person. And that's exactly what what it would take. And he was shut down many, many times. And always came back. And I'm very happy for him. And it's not exactly like these big companies were pounding our doors down, to invite us in. So the opportunity that we got, we embraced it, and we knew we had to do something different, and we were given the opportunity along with Paul and Todd, and everybody as a unit to make something out of it, and we did. It took a lot of hard work, and it took a lot of negative feedback, but we still, we did what we needed to do and what we believed in, and here it is. They say ECW no longer, but it's still in people's hearts.
Todd Gordon's on record saying that you're the most underrated talent in the history of the business. What are some of your favorite memories of Todd?
Everything, from the moment I met him till the last time I saw him down in the parking lot yesterday. Todd's always been Todd. He's always been the same, never changed, and he's one of us. Period. Yeah.
And any final favorite memories of Paul Heyman?
Oh my gosh, I mean, it would take forever, but it's just amazing, the way that the man comes up with things right off top of his head, and I would say that 98% of whatever he created worked, versus a lot of the other writers, bookers, promoters, whatever you want to call it, visionaries, that they will put something out that has absolutely no chance of succeeding. Well, Paul is the opposite, Pretty much whatever he puts his hand on turns to gold.
If you have any advice to give the younger people these days trying to break into the business, or even podcasters like ourselves, what would you give them?
Yeah, it's hard, and you have to keep at it. Just keep grinding, and stay healthy, Try not to develop bad habits, because you see, what happens with a lot of our fallen brothers and sisters, and we don't want to be, another casualty, and it's very easy to get into things like that, that negative aspect, especially in show business. Because this is show business, and, we need to enjoy it responsibly. And again, you have to keep grinding at it, and every time someone tells you that you can't do something, just go for it, Prove them wrong, and, it may take some time, but, that time will come.
What can you tell them on what to expect about life after the business?
Well, for me, I did take some time off, like 12 more years, give or take. And, well, I'm actually coming back now. And I'll be 61 this year, God willing,
You look great.
Thank you. And suddenly I'm back, so it's almost like it's hard. It's at this moment, life after the business. Well, it began for me again. But during that time, it was rough. I'm not gonna lie to you. You fight with certain demons, and you miss what you're doing, and then you get angry a lot, and you want to lash out because you feel that the world screwed you over, and the whole thing. So it's very, very important to have something that whether it's a hobby, work, family, anything that will keep you moving forward and not let you stay idle in negativity, because that's very, very easy, and I think it's like that for anyone, especially in show business, when people, we're used to this, certain spotlights, whether it was on a grand scale or I had moderate success, during my career, but it was over a long period of time, and I appreciate it, so for me, it was like, say, right now I feel like I feel just as good as that person that won the Academy Award, because you don't take anything for granted, So again, for me, it restarted, and thank God for that. And it took a lot of me wanting to come back the right way, and I don't want to be known as that older guy that just rolls around and people pay the ticket and they say, well, I'm just here, I'm taking no bumps, and I'm not, I'm not going to do this and that, because I feel that I would not only be ripping those people off and the promoters, but myself as well, So just whatever you do, just put your heart in it, and it's okay to be angry and jaded, but don't wallow in it too much, because it's going to mess you up badly, And before that happened to me, I kind of kicked myself in the ass, and I said, it's time to move forward, put up or shut up.
And now you look absolutely fantastic.
So
and very quickly, tell us, the fans, about Assault Championship Wrestling.
Assault Championship Wrestling relaunching, and of course, May 18th, we're going to be right across the bridge in Williamstown, New Jersey. Please come and see us. We're going to have Pitbull Gary Wolf. We're going to have a whole bunch of local talent, such as the Backseat Boys and Andrew Anderson and Tony Myers. Alvin is coming in. Let's see, just a hell of a card, a little bit of everything, a little bit of hardcore, a little bit of high flying, a little bit of classic wrestling, and just a whole lot of fun. So please come join us, because this is going to be a good one.
Jason, thank you so much for being with us this weekend. It's an honor. Thank you.